Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, you beautiful, beautiful people. Now, there are three things on the agenda for today's video. This week's FORZATHON challenges, Spirited Away, this week's FORZATHON shop, and all the festival players rewards available in this week's winter season for Series 17. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, smash that like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's FORZATHON challenges. So let's waste no time, let's jump straight into this week's FORZATHON challenges, Spirited Away, grabbing 160 FORZATHON points and 5 points towards our festival playlist, kicking things off with Chapter 1, that's the Spirit. Own and drive the 2002 Mazda RX-7 Spirit R Type A, and hear that rotary engine roar. So this is the car we're going to be jumping in for this week's FORZATHON challenges, the 2002 Mazda RX-7 Spirit R Type A, just 30,000 credits from the auto show, not to be confused with the 1997 Mazda RX-7. That car will not work for this week's challenges, it has to be the 2002. I do have a tune available if you'd like to use it. Just search my gamertag Skippy4631 or use the share code, it's in the description and in the comments below. Own and drive then, pop the car out into free roam, drive 2 seconds down the road, and that's the Spirit complete. Moving on to Chapter 2, in short supply. The 2002 Mazda RX-7 was limited to only 1,500 units. You've got your hands on one. Celebrate by earning 6 stars at Danger Sign. So jumping on into the map and filtering by danger signs, just to make them a little bit easier to see and find, as the Horizon 5 map can be a little bit cluttered. Any danger sign will do, whichever one takes your fancy. I'll be heading south and I'll be using the Valle danger sign with a 3-star objective of 750 feet. For the run-up, I'm going to be using this road here. If I go ahead and set a waypoint, you can see that's my run-up. So I'm going to be starting at this crossroads here. Now, only making 1,500 2002 Mazda RX-7s and danger signs have in common, I have no idea. But nonetheless, we are going to let it rip. As you can see, I'm starting on the dirt road just by the little crossroads that I mentioned. And we're going to let it rip towards that danger sign. Get basically as fast as you can. Coming off the ramp at about 130. Get over 750 feet, we're good. That's 3 stars. Beautiful, 844.42. 3 stars. Go ahead and smash that rewind button just to save yourself some time. Bring it all the way back to a point that you are comfortable. You can hit the jump again. Go ahead and rewind probably just the once more. That should do it. Hit resume from here. Off the jump once more, straight and true. Another 848.06. That is definitely 3 stars. And the 6 stars we need. Chapter 2, in short supply, complete. Moving on to Chapter 3, A Fond Farewell. As the final production model of the Mazda RX-7, send it off in style by winning a street race in the 2002 Mazda RX-7. So we're going to want to put some street races on the map, so go ahead and filter by those. We'll remove the danger signs because we no longer need them. Now, any street race will do, it is entirely up to you. Pick your favourite and go with it. I'm going to head to the bottom right hand corner and use Wetland Charge. Now, there are 2 reasons why I've gone for this race. First reason, it's fairly short in length of 5.6 miles. And secondly, I've got a cheeky blueprint for you guys to use called FORZATHON Chapter 2. Just search my gamertag Skippy4631 or use the share code 562330729. Now, as we do need to win this street race, I'm going to bring the driver type difficulty down just a little bit to New Eraser. Driver type difficulty does not affect the races for the weekly FORZATHON challenges. Here we go then, one street race in the Mazda RX-7 2002. All I got to do is get to that finish line in first place. On to the final stretch of road for this race, and I love this car, I truly do, and that is across the line, first place. And after winning a street race, A Fond Farewell complete. Already on to our 4th and final chapter, going sideways. See if the 2002 Mazda RX-7 sounds as good going sideways as it does going forwards, by earning 6 stars at drift zones. I don't even need to do this chapter to tell you yes. So jumping on into the map for the final time this week, let's get those street races off the map because we're going to need to put some drift zones. making them a little bit easier to see and find. Any drift zone will do. It is entirely up to you. I'm staying close to home though, and I'm going to be using Giro Encorvardo with a 30,000 3-star objective. Now, a quick disclaimer before we jump into this drift zone. This is not a drift build. This is a race build, but it will still get sideways and still earn you some points. So let's let it rip. Let's get through this drift zone. Now, this drift zone is one of the smallest in Horizon 5. And the reason I picked it is because we can hit it multiple times fairly quickly. But 30,000 points is all we're looking for 3 stars. There it is, 35,500. So all I'm going to do is whip the Mazda around, and we're going to hit the drift zone going back the other way. Hopefully grab another 3 points and another 30,000 points. 3 stars, sorry. Let it rip. Abusing the handbrake. And there it is, coming through the finish gate with 34,000 points. Grabbing the last 3 stars we need, finishing off Chapter 4 and this week's Forza challenges, Spirited Away. Grabbing 160 Forza points and 5 points towards our winter dry season. Now let's jump on over and check out this week's FORZATHON shop. So once again this week, 2 auto show cars up for grabs. The Nissan GTR for 500 Forza points or 1.1 million credits at the auto show. We've got the Nissan Pickup Rally Raid, 300 Forza points or 500,000 credits at the auto show. 2 vanity items this week, 1 car horn Nature and 1 emote The Robot, 75 Forza points for each of these. And as always, if you've got any spare Forza points knocking around, grab yourselves a normal wheel spin for 60 Forza points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 Forza points. The only thing I will say, if you don't own that Nissan Pickup Rally Raid in Class A, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. So whether you spend credits or Forza points, definitely think about picking that up. Also, the Nissan GTR isn't too bad either. So, rewards for the Winter Festival playlist. We've got 61 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, brand new to Forza Horizon 5 is the Galant VR4. And for 40 points, the Toyota AT37. So for this week's online trial, you'll be grabbing the Mazda RX-7 90. 2 event labs this week, 1 Super Bowl spin, and 1 tuning hoodie clothing item up for grabs. Just 2 PR stunts, 1 speed trap, 1 drift zone, both giving out a super wheel spin each. Just 2 Seasonal Championships this week, Honda Pressure giving out the Acura Integra, and Rally Heroes giving out the Subaru BRZ. No reward for completing this week's Horizon Tour, so I'm not even sure why that is on the festival playlist, but still, it's there for us to go and complete. Challenges for the winter season, 1 photo challenge giving out a Halo Shield Recharge car horn, that's pretty cool. Battle Royale Eliminator makes a return, finish 30th or better, 1 Nissan Titan up for grabs. And Collectibles Challenge, I haven't seen one of these in a little while, called Perfect, giving out 1 Super Wheel spin upon completion. And for anyone that owns the Hot Wheels expansion, 1 Danger Sign to go and complete called Forest Escape, giving out 1 Super Wheel spin, and 1 Seasonal Championship Wheelie Cool, giving out the Mitsubishi GTO. But there we go, that's this week's FORZATHON challenges, the FORZATHON shop, and all the players' rewards available this week. Any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best to help you out. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. Smash the like button, share the video with a friend. Stay safe, and have an awesome day.